Eric Mwathe with Mwathe.com. Today in this short video we're going to be taking a look at how stocks seem to have an unbelievable level of memory, especially on the RSI, which I believe is a measure of sentiment. So one can say that stocks do tend to have good memory in terms of how their sentiment has been responding. And I'm going to show you 4 random charts with some simple explanation as to how the stock seems to have memory. Take a look at the lines. All of these are RSI weekly charts, and we are showing a 2-year weekly on all of these charts. Take a look here at how the stock hit that line of resistance. Simple, that connected the RSI highs going back 2 years, coming back and making contact with that and showing rejection. So that is clear sign that the stock does have a memory. It came back to that line, hit that line, and is pulling back. In fact, one other thing you're going to notice in all of these examples here is the fact that here we are looking at the RSI on the 50 level, showing uniform activity above RSI 50 and back below it. And because we are moving back below RSI 50 this week, we are seeing a huge drop in the stock, down about 30% for this week alone, as the weekly RSI moves back below RSI 50 and also coming back to test the top side of its weekly RSI trend line. And we'll go through the next. The other one is Gilead. Just take a look at the RSI top lines, coming back over the last week, hitting that line. This week down substantially, down about 12%, because it is coming back to respect the top side resistance. So the memory thing does come in play there. Also RSI moving below 50 might explain why we are having this huge reaction down. The other example is for MOH. Here we are looking at another drop, down substantially as the weekly RSI drops back below 50, and we are seeing a 20% drop, and the RSI also showing that it was coming back to test the top side of its weekly RSI trend line. And over the last couple of weeks you can see that it has been finding it difficult to move above that line. Finally we are seeing it finally give up, and now we are seeing a huge drop. The other one is the biotech ETF IBB, and again here simple line, again a very simple line on the IBB on this 2-year weekly chart, coming back and showing rejection on the RSI top line. So we see the memory here is being respected, and also we see that the stock has been rejected as it tried to move above weekly RSI 50. That rejection also is potentially the reason why the stock is pulling back this week. So here what we've seen here is that stocks do tend to have memory. So I guess we can use that when we are trying to figure out how to trade some of these instruments that we are watching day to day. So just make sure you do consider how a stock is responding when it comes back to test previous lines of support or previous lines of resistance. Eric Mwathe, Mwathe.com. Good luck, peace, and blessings. ESCS.